Are we ready to get going?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
In 3. Well, good evening, boys and girls. Yes, it's Sunday night. It's about 9 o'clock. That means it's one thing. It's Top 5 Album Interview. And I tell you what, special guest joining me live. Have you done your sound check yet, guys?
We haven't, no.
Nope.
So we're fresh.
Boys and girls, we've got Numb joining us all the way. You down in London?
We're down at Evesham. So we're in
Evesham, that's right, because the She-Wolf's coming to see you later on.
That's right, she is, yeah.
She's told me I've got to say hi to you for her.
Excellent.
Right, guys, thank you so much for joining us here on New Regel Radio. You have got some cracking picks here for top 5 albums, so I'm going to kick it off straight away. We're going to be speaking to Lee. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, not too bad, buddy. Yourself, yeah?
Excellent. Bit of Danzig.
Yes, yeah, a bit of Danzig.
And we're going for the 1988 album Danzig itself on the track Mother.
That's right, yeah.
What does this do for you, fella? How does this get you going?
Fuck me, very first time I heard but Mother was years ago now, obviously, and I was still just a young lad. But there's just something about that song just always just makes me feel hyped. And out of all the songs that I love when I'm driving down the road, that would be the one that I can easily just be singing along to without having the music on, and still feel as pumped when I get home as when I've listened to it on the album. So just love it. Something about that aggression and everything, and especially when you watch it with the video, it just, for me, it's just one of the best songs ever.
It's Danzig or Elvis, you know?
Yeah, Danzig or Elvis.
Yeah.
Or Jim Morrison, you know?
Yeah.
The link's there, yeah.
Yeah. Well, here you go, boys and girls. Let's have a little bit of Danzig here on New Regel Radio. Excellent choice, Lee. Thank you so much, brother. Right, James, how are you doing, sir?
I'm pretty good, thank you.
Well, we need to talk to you a little bit about AC/DC.
Yes, you do.
And especially in the light of what's recently happened.
Oh, of course. Indeed.
You said that you was going for those about to rock.
Well, I was kind of torn between that and Let There Be Rock, because I love both periods of AC/DC. I find that sort of post Bon Scott is a lot more polished, but the older stuff with Bon Scott has that sort of raw attitude that's just like so undeniably the epitome of hard rock.
Most definitely. And I did cover these last week in the history of rock.
Yeah.
And it went down really well. So, as a band, you're coming here on the Highlander show. I want to talk a little bit about yourselves. So, where did it all get started from, guys? Where did you find Numb?
Well,
I should mainly everyone's pointing to me, but I should hand it over to Darren and Barney. Really, I'm the new boy in the band. Really,
that's me.
I was in a band with Darren for a long time, from teenagers onwards, and we always thought we wanted to do it again. So we just kind of got together and jammed a few things out, and we were told we should go and check this singer out. So we did, and then basically asked Lee to start join the band pretty much straight away. And in fact, one of the songs that you're going to play tonight, I think, is actually one that we wrote in the original band with different lyrics, completely different take on it.
Yeah, it's the first song you ever give me, I remember, because obviously I've never done anything like this before. I've never been in a band before. I was always a bedroom singer, and with my guitar. And obviously these guys come to see me. Stormbringer lads had given me a couple of opening sets just on the acoustic guitar. These guys come down to watch me, and when I was in the band, they just gave me every man and Terry and said, "Look, here's a song we put together a good few years ago. Put some lyrics on it and see how you get on." And the rest has been history from there, really, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and James has only been with us a couple of months really now, so
yeah, it's going to be. It's I think it's 11 weeks.
Yeah.
From start to now.
When I saw you at the Day of Rock, you seemed very together on stage, and I really did enjoy the set. Now, I am going to play Common Love. How did that track all come about?
Well, it's definitely over to Mr. Ray now.
It was one of Daz's riffs. Daz wrote the riff, and then Lee took it and made the song.
I just wanted to have fun, really. Obviously, just kind of, you know, the common love for me is basically just like, you know, you go out, you see it all the time, you know, young men, women going out, pulling each other down an alleyway, all that type of stuff. And that's basically what it was all meant to be about. And you do see some real rough guys with some real hot women. So it was more, that's basically what the lyrics are about, you know. When you come out all dressed up like that to a place like this, you've come here for one thing, and that's common love.
You know, we make a big thing of saying, you know, this is real life rock. You know, when Lee's concerned from his lyrical content. I mean, it's you know, the whole album is semi-autobiographical. You know.
Well, wait no longer, boys and girls. We're going to have some AC/DC. Then we're going to have Numb's very own Common Love here on New Regel Radio. I do like that track. That's why I picked that this evening. Right. Band's choice now, we're going to go with the Dead Kennedys. So what is it about this album, guys, that you all agree on?
Go on, Barney.
Me? Well, we just love the songs. I mean, it sounds a bit stupid, but it's kind of a greatest hits thing. And there were lots of bands that we thought, well, and maybe like System of a Down, but only 3 of us agreed on that, and there's quite a few things like that. This is one thing that 4 of us actually agreed on. And we all just love it. The words, the music, everything.
There's a real punky edge to our music as well. You know, there's so many influences in there, but I think, you know, they've just had this kind of resonance with us since we started the band. And, you know, particularly for Lee, I think with the lyrics side of things.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of Jello Biafra, so love his stage presence, the way that he does things. Just love the way that he puts them lyrics down, you know what I mean? So for me, I've always been a massive Dead Kennedys fan, so I'm pretty chuffed that everyone kind of agreed on a Dead Kennedys song and we went for one of those, so...
How can you not agree with Santa, you know?
Yeah, that's it, you don't want to get put on the naughty list.
So here you go, boys and girls, this is Holiday in Cambodia by the Dead Kennedys here on New Regel Radio. Right, I do like that track. Right, I need to speak to Barney just for a little bit here.
Hello.
My favourite band of all time. We're talking Iron Maiden. Their debut album back in 1981.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're awesome. Brilliant. Yeah, love it.
Yeah, we're going with the Track Killers. So what is it about this album that gets you going, fella?
Oh, it's kind of a bit of a story, really. I mean, I think the first Iron Maiden album, you know, just Iron Maiden. I heard that. It was one of the first metal albums I ever heard. So I went into a record shop and I just asked this random kind of metal guy there, saying, "I want to buy some more Iron Maiden. Which one of these would you recommend?" And he said, "Well, you've got the first one. So just get the second one, get Killers."
How old were you at this point in the month?
Well, I mean, there were quite a few albums into their career at that point, and yeah, I got it, and I love it. I love the sound. Paul Di'Anno's voice is great. I love it. I mean, I like it more than Bruce Dickinson. I know I shouldn't say that. It's probably a bit
Blasphemer!
Yeah, a bit blasphemous, but
Kill the heretic.
And I love the space echo and the guitar solos. It's just brilliant. It's just brilliant.
Well, I do like it as well. Right, I'm going to play your second track this evening, but before we get into that, when you guys are writing a song, do you have any special formulas, or do you just go into the routine, just jam it out, see what comes out? How do you go about writing?
Okay.
Well, I mean, me as a guitarist, I've been primarily, which we'll get onto the track in a minute, of a guy that really influenced me, and certainly, you know, musically, usually it starts with myself, but you know, Barnes is also a well-accustomed, you know, songwriter as well. So, you know, the next album could go any other direction, we don't know yet. But certainly, you know, I'll start off with a core of a track, and then really, you know, Lee will come in with a vocal, and you know, we'll get the gist of a track, you know, the backbone of a track. And then really, you know, it's up to the rest of the guys. You know, it's not to, you know, you know, miss out the other guys in the band, because it's really important, you know, with the rhythm section, that you know, everything is written as a band. So.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I'm going to play tonight. Every Man Deserves the Right. How did that one come about?
Okay. Yeah, this is a track that, well, me and Darren wrote the music. I mean, I came up with the first riff, I think, and the name, and then Daz wrote the rest of it, and Lee wrote the rest of the words. I mean, we didn't play him the track with the old vocal at all. It's just a complete music, but he just wrote a great tune for it, and I think that really works with this track. Love the tune. It's a sing-along one.
He certainly does. So here you go, boys and girls. Here's some Iron Maiden for you with Numb's very own Every Man Deserves a Right. Darren, how are you doing, sir?
I'm alright, thank you, sir. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I've been waiting for this one. Ozzy Osbourne. Yes, the man himself. The Prince of Darkness. And we're going for the Diary of a Madman.
We are indeed, yes.
So what about this album gets you going, fella?
Well, I think it's pretty apt this week because dear Randy Rhoads would have been 61 years old this week, so which I find hard to believe saying actually, because the guy was obviously only 25 years old when he passed away. But he's the reason really that the reason I really picked up the guitar and the guy had such an amazing discipline, such an amazing style, with a classical background and when he joined that with metal and really changed, I think, guitar playing forever. He's up there with the greats.
I think certainly is.
I think what really changing, what really makes him different is that we've moved on. We're 30 odd years on now, and there's so many great guitar players out there now. There's some really technically proficient and great players, but Randy still stands out. He's still one of those players that has that longevity, and I think that will remain. The guy was a complete star. I wish he was still here now. I wish he had more music to give us, but unfortunately that wasn't to be. But
no.
Can you hear that bass drum? Can you hear that?
Yeah, sound check's now.
Stormbringer sound check. We're backstage.
Yes, we know you guys have a sound check, and we're going to make allowances for that. So here you go, boys and girls. Here's a little bit of Ozzy Osbourne. This is Diary of a Madman. Right, thank you so much, guys, for joining us here on the Highlander Show. But before we go, is there anything that you'd like to tell our listeners? Any new music, tours, gigs, anything? Plug away, guys.
Well, we've just finished a 10-day tour. This is the last
day, so
this current leg of the tour
time in there.
with our label mate Stormbringer. So it's been a really good tour.
It's been a wild ride.
Well, I think we're ready for a bit of a rest now, and hopefully going to the new year, we've got a lot of ideas. Next album, it's already moving along. So.
It's already going to sound great, I know. The new album.
Awesome. Well, I hope when the new album comes out, you let us have a listen. I'll give the boys and girls something to listen to as well on the shows. But guys, have a great evening. I want you to go out and raise the fucking roof this evening. Have some fun there on stage. Okay?
We will. Yeah.
Well done, lovely.
Cheers.
See you soon. Take care.
You two guys, have a great one.
Thank you. Take it easy.
Have a great Christmas, guys.
Hey. Cool.
Stop. Thank you